What's going on, guys? About my video today, I have the second part of the two-part series of predicting the standings for each conference of the NBA season. So yeah, I have 2021-2022 NBA Western Conference standings predictions, and today I have the Western Conference. And today I did the Eastern Conference. If you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check it out after you check out this video. And yeah, so yeah, let's get started with the 15th. I have the Oklahoma State Thunder. It's kind of obvious. They have so many draft picks in the future that will probably be really good in the future. They did get some pretty good players in the draft this year. It's just a thing where they're not really trying to be that good right now. They're trying to get really good for the future because they've been trading all their good players recently for draft picks. So yeah, 15 is the Oklahoma State Thunder. Moving on to 14, I have the San Antonio Spurs. They also traded DeMar DeRozan, which is, he's kind of was their best player, so it's gonna be hard to come back from that. I don't think they got very much back, so yeah, it's just gonna be like an experiencing year for the San Antonio Spurs. But I have them at 14. At 13, I have the Houston Rockets. They had an amazing NBA draft, still kind of a little short. They do have John Wall and Christian Wood. I could see them making the 10 seed and possibly making the play-in tournament, but right now I have them at 13. But yeah, not too bad for the Houston Rockets at 13. At number 12, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think the last team was a flop because, Karl Anthony Towns was injured for quite a bit of it, and they weren't playing as themselves. So yeah, at 12, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. And yeah, at 11, I have the Sacramento Kings. They're going to have a comeback year, especially getting Davion Mitchell, who plays really good defense. I feel like Davion Mitchell and De'Aaron Fox is going to be a scary duo in the backcourt because, they're really fast and they're really good at defense. So yeah, I have the Sacramento Kings at 11. At number 10, the first team making the play-in bracket, I have the New Orleans Pelicans, and it kind of stinks. They lost Lonzo Ball, but they got Devontae Graham, which is kind of a win-win. They got Hernan Gomez, pretty good. This team, they haven't been able to get it yet. I could see them making the playoffs. This team in the 10th seed and the 9th seed, I could see them making the playoffs. But yeah, I have the New Orleans Pelicans at 10. At number 9, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. They were the 9th seed last year, but then they made the 8th seed in the play-in bracket. So they could definitely make the playoffs ahead of the 8th and 7th seed. I just feel like the 8th and 7th seed, they're going to play better, a little bit better. And yeah, I have the Memphis Grizzlies at number 9. At number 8, I have the Portland Trail Blazers. You could argue that they got a little worse, but I would still say that they would make the playoffs, or at least make the play-in bracket at number 8. They're still a pretty good team, and as long as you have Damian Lillard, your team's going to be just fine. You're going to play pretty well. So yeah, I have the Portland Trail Blazers at 8. At number 7, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, this guy right here, he's going to be out for, I think, at least half the year. He might even miss part of the playoffs. He's going to come back, and it's going to be the playoffs. So it's going to be hard for them to adjust. I don't see them, even though they did really play. They played amazing against the Utah Jazz without Kawhi Leonard. I don't think that they'll be able to maintain that throughout a whole season. So yeah, I have the Los Angeles Clippers at number 7. At 6, I have the Dallas Mavericks. And as long as you have Luka, you're probably going to make the playoffs. And, Luka kind of a little frustrated on the Mavericks because they didn't get anyone they didn't really improve that much over the season. So he's just going to have them make the playoffs. I'm not going to try his hardest because they didn't really improve the team. But, yeah, I have the Dallas Mavericks at number 6. At number 5, I have the team that didn't make it last year, but they have improved quite a bit, and they're getting one of their star players back. I have the Golden State Warriors at number 5. Yeah, they have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson back. They had a steal in Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody in the draft. They have Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green. This team's going to be really good. This team could be all the way, in my opinion, from a 5th to even possibly the 1st seed in the Western Conference. But yeah, I have the Golden State Warriors at number 5. At number 4, I have the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets coming off a pretty good year. They lost to the Suns in the second round, I believe. They're not going to have Jamal Murray for half the year. We'll see if he can be able to come back well. But I still think they're going to be a pretty good team, especially coming from a MVP candidate, an MVP actually, a former MVP, and Nikola Jokic. They're still going to be a good team. So yeah, I have a Denver Nuggets at 4. At number 3, I have my favorite team, the Utah Jazz. Last year they were the number 1. I don't see them repeating. the number first seed. They did add some people, but also lost some people, so it's kind of a plus minus. I don't think they're going to have as good as a season as they did last year in the regular season, but I think they're going to have a better playoff. I think the Jazz are going to play better in the playoffs this year than they did last year, but I think they're going to play worse in the regular season than they did the last regular season. But yeah, the Utah Jazz still a pretty good team, and you have to respect them. Probably one of the best in the league, but yeah, I'm a favorite team, the Utah Jazz at number 3. Moving on to number 2, you have the Los Angeles Lakers. They improved so much, and as you all know, the Los Angeles Lakers, they don't really focus on being too good in the regular season. I'm just saying, like, adding Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, all those other guys that they added, they're going to be pretty good, and they're going to win most of their games, even if they have a few players out there pretty good. So yeah, I have the Los Angeles Lakers at 2. At number 1, I have the defending Western Conference champions, the Phoenix Suns. Now, I have the Phoenix Suns at number 1 because I feel like Chris Paul, he's going to kick into high gear and realize that this is like if he's going to win a championship, it has to be soon, and he's going to play so hard that they're going to get the number 1 seed, and the Suns are going to be trying to win a championship next year. But yeah, I have the Phoenix Suns at number 1, and I feel like they're going to play really good a lot next year. Well, yeah, that does it for my standings predictions for the next 2021, 2022 NBA season. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, bye.